What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my take. And I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna do a kinda late review of the new Russ album, Chomp 2. Atlanta-based rapper, singer, songwriter, producer, engineer. Yes, he does it all, if you don't know. Is back with his second installment of Chomp. Now listen, before we get into this, I do want to say this. I'm not the biggest Russ fan. At least in the past, I've not been a Russ fan. Now, when it comes to projects like There's Really a Wolf, Zoo, Shake the Snow Globe, I just wasn't feeling it. Now listen, when I mentioned earlier about all the things that Russ does, including being an independent artist, I know that because, he talks about it a lot in his raps. That alongside, just all these songs about his haters and how he doesn't care about the haters, even though it seems like he kind of does care because he's always talking about them, to some of his behavior outside of music, to, how he's, talked about people dealing with drug addiction in hip hop, to that time on Everyday Struggle where he pressed Nadeska about something that she didn't do and was just going out of his way to try to embarrass her and accuse her of stuff. A lot of stuff that Russ does, or did, I'll say, just rubbed me the wrong way. And it really made it hard for me to fully be invested in him and the music and everything. But even despite that, the sheer talent that he has as a rapper and a singer, I couldn't deny. And, if he was putting something out, I was gonna check it out. But listen, that all changed in 2020 when Russ dropped the first installment of Chomp. Now this thing was only 5 songs, an EP, but in my opinion, this was easily Russ's best work, without question. He finally expanded, was working with different producers, Ninth Wonder, DJ Premier, having features like Benny the Butcher, Black Thought, Ab Soul, Busta Rhymes as well. This thing was short, it was sweet, and it was I had no issue. It was flawless, honestly, in my opinion. Russ rapping with just such a different energy, so much more hunger and passion. I was shocked, and I enjoyed every second of it. And it really had me hungry for what was next for Russ. Was he gonna continue on this route of working with others, from a rapping standpoint, singing standpoint, as well as from a production standpoint? So here we are. A year later, we get Chomp 2, which is a full-length album, 14 songs, and I think I'm a Russ fan now, man. Take Chomp and put it on steroids. More tracks, so many big features on this thing, so many collaborations with different producers. I got everything I wanted from this project, and I was so happy to get it. So let's just dive into some of the tracks on here and these features, man, because this is a packed track list, and this thing was amazing. First being the song Blue Chip that features Ransom. Man, Ransom was a dude that I came across last year with the 7 project, his collab with Rome Streets. This was one of the best rappers of 2021, in my opinion, that kind of just came out of nowhere for me. And he did his thing on this track as well. Love the production on this one. And Russ, along with Ransom, was just a great combo. The song Nothing New didn't blow me away, but I enjoyed Russ and The Game teaming up. The Game had a long stretch on this song where he was just going in, man. One of West Coast's best rappers by far. I love how at the end of his verse, he was kind of talking to Russ, telling him, man, you did your thing, but I couldn't let you kill me on this song, so I had to, I can't go for that. And then right after the song I Can't Go For That starts playing, I thought that was a pretty funny moment. We see Russ teaming up with Ninth Wonder again on the song Salute that features Griselda's Westside Gunn and Styles P. Probably one of my favorite tracks on the album by far. Ninth Wonder is my favorite producer of all time as well, so of course I know he's gonna deliver. Styles P and Westside Gunn did that thing as well, and it's making me realize that I feel like I really want Westside Gunn and Ninth Wonder collabs much more, maybe even a collab project. I need more Westside Gunn and Ninth Wonder, please and thank you. Faith sees Russ teaming up with Jadakiss on a very dope track. I love on the production side of things, this like beautiful vocal sample over a very hard hitting beat. Like that combo, I thought it was weird. Like it seems weird in concept, but it really worked from a beat side of things. And I love Russ and his, you know, like lighter tone and rapping coming in with Jadakiss and his more gruff, like aggressive style of rapping. Like they actually fit well together. Free sees Russ teaming up with DJ Premier again, and we get guest verses from Big K.R.I.T and Snoop Dogg. This is a great track. I thought it was interesting how Big K.R.I.T kind of came in with more aggressive energy on this song, and Snoop Dogg was just very laid back, and you know, we know why that is. Also love this line on the song where Russ says the only L I take is one Snoop handed to me. I thought that was pretty clever. I enjoyed Electronica on the song Top of the World as well. You know, we know what we're gonna get from Electronica at this point. Verses about him being black and being Muslim. We get it every time, but Electronica is just one of those generational type rappers. Like he's great at what he does, and I enjoyed it as well. You get a Hit Boy produced track, Note to Self, that has a lot of great rappers on it, from Joey Bad to Wale, Big Sean. And man, it was great to hear Hit Boy on this, and he's producer of the year for a reason. As I mentioned previously in my Nas Magic review, this man is everywhere working with every artist, and I'm here for all of it. Distance sees Russ teaming up with like what I thought was a perfect combo in Conway the Machine and Ghostface Killah. We've seen Griselda Wu-Tang mashups before, like Raekwon on some Westside Gunn projects, and Conway teamed up with Method Man on his From King to a God project. Get It, we get a Statik Selektah produced beat, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And we get clever bars from CyHi the Prynce, as well as a Lloyd Banks feature. And I've heard a lot of him as of late as well, especially in 2021. He dropped a project and he's been featured on a lot of stuff. So it was great to hear Lloyd Banks with Russ as well. And I also enjoyed the song Enjoy the View that features Mozzy. And you know, this was the last feature on the project, and it really hit me just how much all the beats on here that had features, they were really more so fit for the features, but Russ sounded great on all of them. And that really speaks to the versatility of Russ and what he can do. Like him teaming up with so many producers and having so many different styles of production, like was no issue for him. And he, you know, rapped over these very well. Some gripes I did have with this album was one track in particular, and that being Bucket Hat Low, that featured Papoose. And man, I really wish that this track wasn't, you know, in this part of the conversation, but from a production standpoint, it really did feel empty, in my opinion. And when you got a guy like Papoose, a battle rapper who's really about the bars and delivers these dope lines along with Russ, like the fact that it wasn't hitting all the way along with the production was disappointing for me. And I will say probably my only other gripe on here was probably the hooks on this album. Russ teamed up with so many different artists, and on most of these songs he was singing on the hook. And Russ is a talented singer, like he's fine as a singer, but a lot of the hooks were very mediocre and didn't really do much. And it honestly made me think, like, if Russ collabed with so many artists, why didn't he have any singers on here as well for collaborators? I think that would have taken this project to a whole nother level. So maybe in the future we can get more of that from Russ. But overall, man, like I said, I think I'm a Russ fan now, man. Like I think that it's solidified. This man expanded his collaborator list from a rapping perspective and a production perspective, and it really showed me a new side of him and what he can do. And honestly, it's a no-brainer that like this is the Russ I want from here on out. Like Russ has an established fan base, and I am curious to know how they feel about this new direction that he's gone in. But I'm here for it. I don't need the old Russ. This Russ is the one I want for sure. He just sounds more hungry and determined, and like he's on a mission, man, and I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to what he's doing next in the future, a Chomp 3 or whatever he does, man. This is exciting. I thoroughly enjoyed this thing, and I'm gonna give this project an 8 out of 10. So what'd you guys think of this new Russ project? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. First week of Jason's take of the new year. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna be doing this year, man. I'm really excited, and I'm glad you guys are joining me. So please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take, and I'll see you guys next time.